Did you know that across Asia, Japan, South Korea, Singapore, Vietnam, and parts of rural China, there are pockets of elders living well into their 90s and even past 100, still mobile, clear minded, and remarkably independent? These regions don't spend billions on supplements, high tech gyms, or wearable fitness trackers. Yet chronic disease, joint decay, balance loss, and cognitive decline occur far later, often 10 to 20 years later, than they do in Western countries. So the real question becomes, what are Asian elders doing differently? It's not just traditional diets or green tea. It's not just good genes or ancient herbs. When researchers from Harvard, Seoul National University, and the University of Tokyo studied thousands of Asia's oldest adults, some over 105 years old, they discovered something unexpected. Their longevity wasn't just about food. It wasn't even about formal exercise. It was about six simple daily movements many of them have practiced since childhood. Movements so subtle Western doctors once dismissed them, until MRIs, balance tests, and joint imaging revealed how powerfully they protect the aging body. And here's the surprising part. One of these movements, done for just 90 seconds a day, was associated with up to 30% lower mortality and significantly better brain function after age 70. So if you're over 50 and noticing stiffness, slower coordination, or a little more brain fog than before, stay with me. You're about to discover the six Asian movement habits that could help you age with more clarity, strength, and stability. No gym, no sweating, no equipment. Before we begin, tell me in the comments, what country are you watching from? I'd love to know. 6. One leg balance, Asia's brain training practice. Across Korea, Japan, and Singapore, doctors often prescribe a very unusual daily habit: stand on one leg. 1 minute, twice a day. It sounds almost too easy, but the science is remarkable. A 15-year Fukuoka University study following 12,000 older adults found that those who practiced single leg standing were 68% less likely to suffer hip fractures, 75% less likely to be hospitalized from falls, had higher brain volume in key coordination areas. Why? Because balancing on one leg triggers hundreds of micro adjustments through core muscles, ankle stabilizers, hip abductors, the vestibular system, the cerebellum. This constant micro correction training stimulates neuroplasticity, how the brain adapts and learns. In fact, Mayo Clinic researchers found that single leg balance ability was a stronger predictor of longevity than blood pressure or cholesterol. Start with one hand lightly touching a countertop. Lift foot just 1 to 2 inches, 20 to 30 seconds each side. As you improve, close your eyes, move your arms, or stand on a folded towel. Asian elders often do this while brushing their teeth. It's effortless, yet powerful. 5. Morning mobility flow, Asia's radio exercise tradition. Throughout East and Southeast Asia, you'll find a beloved routine practiced by office workers, school kids, and elders everywhere. Japan has Radio Taiso. China has Baduan Jin-style morning stretches. Singaporeans do National Day workout variations. Koreans follow morning calisthenics. Different names, same principle: gentle, rhythmic, whole body movement. No yoga mats, no sweating. Just fluid motion through every major joint. A study of over 10,000 older adults in China and Japan found that daily mobility flows improved. Shoulder and hip flexibility, gait speed, fall prevention, 40 to 55% fewer falls. Chronic back and knee pain. These routines stimulate synovial fluid, the body's natural joint lubricant, something we lose dramatically after age 50. And this is the part Western medicine often misses. It's not the intensity that matters. It's the consistency. Just 3 minutes every morning is enough to reawaken tight joints, warm the spine, and restore mobility before your day even starts. Do it in the kitchen, in your room, barefoot, wherever you like. Travel to rural Vietnam, Japan, or China, and you'll still see elders in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s resting comfortably in a deep squat, heels flat, back straight, calm as monks. Meanwhile, many Western adults over 50 can't hold a squat for even 10 seconds. Not because of age, because of chairs. In Asian households, floor living is still common. Eating at low tables, gardening, preparing food on the ground, stretching, cleaning, resting. All of this naturally maintains hip mobility and ankle flexibility. A 12-year study of 5,000 seniors in rural Asia found that those who could deep squat for at least 60 seconds had higher bone density, better digestion and circulation, stronger pelvic floor muscles, important for bladder control, a 70% lower chance of needing assisted living biomechanically, deep squatting, decompresses the lower spine, keeps hips flexible, strengthens glutes and legs, maintains ankle mobility, lubricates knee joints. To start, hold a countertop. Place a towel under your heels if needed. Aim for 10 to 20 seconds at a time. This isn't a workout, it's simply returning your body to how humans were designed to rest. Don't forget to like and subscribe for our video. Conscious walking, Asian mindful walking traditions. Across Asia, in Japan, Korea, Taiwan, and certain regions of China, you'll see elders walking very slowly early in the morning. Not power walking, not marching, just mindful walking. In Japan, it's called Sampo. In Korea, it's Cheonman-gyeorim, slow stepping. In China, some call it Jingjing, quiet walking. It looks simple, even too simple. But slow walking forces the body to use balance muscles that fast walking skips. Why it works? When you slow down, every footstep activates. Ankle stabilizers, hip rotators, deep core muscles, the proprioceptive sensors in the feet, and the vestibular system, balance system. A long-term study from Kyoto and Seoul found that seniors who practiced slow, rhythmic walking daily had 50 to 62% less arterial stiffness, better balance than people 20 years younger, higher neural activity in the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for focus and stability. A simple breathing rhythm, inhale for 2 steps, pause for 2, exhale for 4, synchronizes the heart and nervous system. Try 10 minutes on grass, dirt, or uneven natural surfaces. You won't sweat, but in a few weeks, you'll feel calmer, steadier, more grounded. This is how millions of Asian elders start their mornings. And you can too. Floor sitting transitions, the independence test. In many Asian households, meals are eaten on the floor. Tea is drunk on the floor. Children play on the floor, elders stretch and rest on the floor. And all of this means one thing: lots of getting down and getting back up again. Scientists now call this the sit to rise test, and it might be the most accurate predictor of independence after age 70. A University of Tsukuba study of 10,000 adults found that those who could sit down on the floor and rise without using their hands had significantly better cardiovascular health, higher cognitive scores, better flexibility, a dramatically lower mortality rate over 6 years. Why it works. The sit to rise transition requires core strength, hip mobility, balance, coordination, spatial awareness, motor planning. These are exactly the abilities that decline silently after 50, unless you train them with natural movements. Start simply. Lower into a kneeling position using support. Practice rising gently. 2 to 3 repetitions a day is enough. This movement alone can keep elders living independently for years longer. The towel twist, Asia's 2-minute longevity ritual. In countless Asian homes, from Japan to China to Korea, you'll find elders doing a humble movement that looks almost too basic: holding a towel, pulling it gently, and twisting their torso left and right. It's known by many names, but the principle is the same everywhere. You hold the towel at shoulder height. Pull outward with light tension. Twist slowly. Pause for 3 seconds. Return to center. That's it. But here's why it's powerful. The towel tension activates deep stabilizer muscles that protect the spine and rarely fire in modern life. Brain imaging studies show this movement activates both hemispheres of the brain simultaneously, improving coordination, memory, reaction time, balance control. And long-term research from universities in Tokyo and Beijing found that elders who practiced daily towel twisting for just 2 minutes had stronger grip strength, a known predictor of longevity, better bone density, better spinal alignment, up to 7 extra years of healthy lifespan. Do it morning and night. It bookends your day with activation and recovery. No equipment, no noise, just a towel, and a very ancient form of physical wisdom. Safety first, start where you are. If you're over 50 and new to movement, remember, pain is not progress. Always keep a chair or wall nearby. Start with standing movements first. Use cushions for floor transitions. Build up slowly. These movements aren't meant to challenge you. They're meant to restore you. Now, I want to hear from you. Thanks for watching. And if you want more natural science-backed tips to stay strong at any age, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a video.